Good evening from Philadelphia. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. Jay, they love Rocky and stories of redemption here in Philadelphia. Right now, the Sixers with a brand new outlook.
And with this town just winning the 2018 Super Bowl, they've been donned with a new nickname, Titletown USA. Maybe an NBA championship on the horizon?
Something tells me they're tired of watching the same video of Dr. J on the parade float. The opening tip won by the Sixers, and we're underway here in Philadelphia. The screen sets him up for two.
The pro game has really come down to PNRs. Let's see how the defense adjusts.
Screen coming left.
Brunson to Hardaway. Here comes the screen. KP. Sixers with the rebound. In the front court comes Simmons. Two-point advantage. Nothing going here on that drive. Harris to Horford. Powell with the rebound. It's the Mavericks right now at the controls. Brunson to Hardaway. To Porzingis. KP, Kristaps Porzingis. Missed his first, that one goes.
Old school equals high percentage.
Here's Simmons with it up top. He'll run the offense. To Richardson. Defense, making the ball carrier work. Harris. Joel Embiid. Not going down for him this time. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Tobias Harris trying to cash in on the three-point play. A career 81% free throw shooter. Free throws good. A three-point play. And with that, they go up by three. Dallas with the possession. Brunson to Porzingis. Probing the defense. Hardaway to Porzingis. KP, Kristaps Porzingis. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Simmons to Richardson. Sixers finally break through. 52 wins last year. But, Jay, where do they factor in a top-heavy Atlantic division?
I still see this team finishing on the outside looking in. What I mean by outside is the 2 or 3 spot. I think this is Boston's division to lose, Boston's conference to lose. But still, the question mark still is around Ben Simmons and his ability to shoot the ball down the stretch.
Here comes the screen. Count the 2 for KP at the rim.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Sixers have the basketball. Simmons to Richardson. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
KP, Kristaps Porzingis. Looking good, 4 for 5. Simmons with it. The score 10-8. And finishes strong.
I know this for a fact, Ed. Ben Simmons wanted to channel his inner Bill Russell during the NBA awards as he stood up on that stage accepting that Rookie of the Year trophy, looking down at all the people that hated on him and didn't think that after a year of being injured that he can come back and be the one that everybody thought he could be. One of only 7 players in NBA history to lead his team to 50-plus wins while accepting the Rookie of the Year trophy.
Short jumper off the mark.
And a lot of times in this league, teams take days off. But if this defense keeps maintaining that style of pace defensively, this is going to be a dogfight.
Dallas has it. Brunson to Porzingis. KP, Kristaps Porzingis. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
Another possession they were forced to take a tough shot. This time they got it to go, but they need to do something different to start creating more open look opportunities.
Harris, they go down low to Simmons. Oh, emphatic slam.
As a rookie last year, Ben Simmons averaged 16 points a game and posted 12 triple-doubles, the second most by any rookie in NBA history. Or was last year really his rookie year? We can debate that one later.
Hardaway to Porzingis. Able to convert inside. Sixers call for time as they'll talk things over in what's now a 4-point game. New blood coming in for both sides. Jay, what's the next step for Ben Simmons?
MVP, Ed. To win the MVP. But perception is reality. And I've been hearing this stuff from a lot of people who have been watching Ben Simmons show out this past summer on IG. Ben Simmons needs to get back to the lab, stay in the gym, continue to work on that jump shot, because this is still a team that lost 1-4 to the Celtics without Kyrie Irving and Gordon Hayward.
And he connects on the first free throw. And he makes them both. Seth Curry goes to the right side. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
There you go, finally. Shoot your shot.
Sixers control it. Simmons to Tobias Harris. Great feed, sets it up. Count it.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Seth Curry. Jumper's good.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Simmons with it. Less than a minute to go in a tightly played first quarter. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
You see, here's why versatility is so imperative for your offensive repertoire. If you're a one-trick pony as a defender, I know exactly how to defend you because you only do one thing. But if you have versatility, then the coach can put you in multiple looks within the offense, and then you can get it any way you want it.
5 on the shot clock for the Mavs. Short jumper won't fall.
Woo, I like that intensity on that play. That's how you actually dig in the dirt and do your job on the defensive end.
From the painted area, won't go down. Here comes the screen. 20-footer at the buzzer. That's it for the first quarter. It's the Sixers out in front. One quarter down, and Jay, you know both coaches wanted to see more stops on the defensive end, but was that fun to watch or what?
If anything on this game, Ed, you have to expect the unexpected. When players have range that extend outside the gymnasium, oh, we're going to get a chance to watch something special.
With the fadeaway, burns him for the basket.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Simmons, they lead it, 4-point game. Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Here comes the screen. Seth Curry. Shot from the lane won't go.
And this happens all the time in this league. Sometimes offensively, you're tired. It's one of those type of nights. You combine that with the fact that the defense is hungry and active and contesting everything, that's why shots aren't dropping.
Seth Curry. And that'll get out of bounds off one of the Mavericks. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Into the front court comes Simmons. His team on top by 8. Here comes the screen. From the outside, no good. Seth Curry to Porzingis. Short jumper misses.
And you hate to say this, but this is the reality of the matter. Sometimes it takes guys a little while to warm up into the game. Seems like they finally found their rhythm in the second quarter.
To Simmons. Oh, had him going there for a second. Now ready for a couple of free throws.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Ben Simmons at the line for 2 shots. Hasn't missed yet. First one goes down. And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. It's good. Count the basket and the foul.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Joel Embiid at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. For his career, 77% at the line. Embiid's free throw good. A 3-point play. The Sixers extend the lead. Seth Curry. And scores.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
It's that time. Rick Carlisle going to his bench. Knocked loose. Sixers have it.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Mavericks with the basketball. Joel Embiid able to recover with the block.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Richardson. To Simmons. Scores from the post.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Hardaway matched up with James Ennis. Good. Off a spin.
Get in your bag. I mean, deep in your bag.
Here's Simmons with it up top. They lead it by 14. Goes reverse to lay it in.
In the paint, you need to finish. Just like that.
Mavericks with the possession. Brunson to Hardaway. Joel Embiid sends it away.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
To Simmons. And count the basket.
Ooh, he teased me a little bit right there. But see, I like that. That's called a great entertainer. Always leaving me on the edge of my seat.
Screen coming. Trying to cash in. Offensive board. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Simmons goes to the left side. To Simmons. Knocked loose. Picked up by the Mavericks. Taken by the Sixers.
Keep your foot on the gas, but don't get too reckless.
Richardson to Simmons. Joel Embiid. And the rebound belongs to the Mavericks. To Seth Curry. Five on the shot clock. Now a steal by Philly. And stuffs it home.
Well, look, you can't be caught flat-footed on defense. You need to be on the balls of your feet, especially in transition. You have to jab at that guy with the ball, hedge at him. Make him think that maybe you will take him. Maybe you'll fan out to a defender on the perimeter. But still, keep him guessing. But when you don't do that, that's easy money.
Layup tried, counted for Jalen Brunson.
Which way do you want it, Ed? Lefty, righty? He can finish with either.
Simmons with it. Final minute, first half. To Embiid. Won't go down. Defender's lucky he wasn't called. Joel Embiid. 3 for 6 now.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Brunson to Hardaway. Joel Embiid with a piece. That's his third block this evening.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
To Embiid.
Right.
Seth Curry. And look out. Big finish at the rim.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Josh Richardson buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jogging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
Twenty-footer at the buzzer. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jalen Rose, and this is your EA Sports halftime report. The 76 comfortable lead. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the Philadelphia 76ers. The Mavericks have yet to appear after one half of basketball. At this point, it's all about pride and mental toughness. A comeback is not impossible, but it's also not likely. These are the guys getting buckets for the Dallas Mavericks.
Game track. Assists. Player of the half.
Simmons was lighting up the scoreboard in the first half, and I'm not sure the defense will be able to figure out what it'll take to slow him down. He looks like he's in a zone. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2.
Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
Dallas owns the basketball. Brunson to Seth Curry. Screen coming. Takes stock of the floor to Brunson.
Screen coming.
Dallas with 4 to shoot. Porzingis to Hardaway. 4-3. The rebound belongs to the 76ers. Richardson defended by Seth Curry.
We got him. Here we go.
There it is, Al Horford. Small sample size, but making the most of it. He's 1 for 2.
Leadership's greatest values occur in between the lines and not necessarily in the box score. And that's the type of leader that Al Horford is. He's the first all-star free agent to choose Boston in decades. And let me tell you this, the legacy of greatness runs deep in the family. His father, Tito Horford, was the first Dominican basketball player to ever play in the league, which goes to show you why Al has such a great feel for the game.
Oh, nice find for the basket.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Brunson. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Philadelphia with the basketball. To Horford. Harris. Can't connect from inside. Porzingis to Hardaway. Tim Hardaway Jr. not shaken for the early struggles. Maybe this is a sign of things to come.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Simmons to Embiid. To Simmons. Slams it down. Big finish for Joel Embiid.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Brunson to Porzingis. Out of bounds off Ben Simmons. So the Mavericks will keep the possession. Brunson. Count the 2 for KP at the rim.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
To Embiid. Almost, and he's not getting the call. It's the Mavericks right now at the controls. Seth Curry to Brunson.
Screen.
Knocked loose. Sixers have it. Ah, the monster stuff.
Just wait a second, Ed. Wait 1 second. Can we go back to the play before this great play that we just saw? Just because you have a bad offensive possession, you can't allow that to go down and reciprocate itself on the defensive end. One bad play does not make 2 bad plays. You have to bounce back. That's how you play this game.
To Tobias Harris. They go down low to Simmons. And the rebound taken in by Dallas. Hardaway to Brunson. Hardaway to Brunson. Beyond the arc for 3. Jalen Brunson showing off that toughness. Drills the 3.
Even though the coach initially may not like that shot, now he's clapping because that ball went in.
Simmons with it. His guys holding the big lead. Harris to Simmons. Joel Embiid. With that, he's 5 for 9.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. The pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. From the painted area, won't go down. Simmons into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
A bad pass as the Sixers come up with this steal. So important to take care of the basketball. Easy 2 on the other end after the turnover.
And cutting hard in transition is one of the most underrated things about this game. The harder you can cut is the more it opens up the floor to make plays just like that.
Down low for Powell. And the reward, he's going to the line.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
First try at the line, no good. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. Into the front court comes Simmons. He'll run the offense.
Hands up. You got him. You got him.
Kristaps Porzingis swats it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
And he's fouled. A couple of free throws coming up, Jay.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
Nope, first one does not go. Second one's good. Splits the pair. Here's Simmons with it up top. Looking to make something happen.
Double. Here you go. I got him.
Tough shot. Hand in his face. He makes them pay.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Right to Porzingis. Shot from the lane won't go. Simmons with it. Counting down toward a minute to play in this third quarter.
1 minute remaining in the third quarter.
He's denied.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
And that'll get out of bounds off one of the Mavericks. Time to shuffle things up. Kristaps Porzingis. Huge block. Simmons. Taken by the Sixers. Simmons. Won't go. Dallas with the possession. Justin Jackson matched up with James Ennis.
Great.
5 on the shot clock for the Mavs. Doesn't have the touch. No good.
See, I don't like that shot right there. Pass the ball, get the defense moving, maybe set a hard screen, roll to the rim, see the ball go in a couple of times before you settle for a mid-range jumper that's contested.
Deep 3 at the buzzer. That's the end of the third quarter, and the 76ers have to be feeling good. It's been a compelling game so far. The fourth quarter is underway. Sixers have the basketball. Simmons to Tobias Harris. Tough make through traffic.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Simmons to Tobias Harris. Horford. There it is, Al Horford. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Out for Porzingis. And he's going to the line to shoot.
There's a very fine line between maximum effort and carelessness. I'm willing to live with a few mistakes and maximum effort than having to constantly remind my players to close out.
Knocks down the first.
Entering the game for the Mavericks, number 11, Tim.
And gets both to drop at the line.
Way to hit. Way to hit.
To Horford. Tim Hardaway Jr. He has struggled just a little bit. 2 for 5.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Sixers control it. Curling inside. Simmons. Short jumper won't go down.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
Knocked loose. Hardaway. Flushes it home.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Simmons to Embiid. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down. Jay, that's been the story this evening.
I mean, another one? Another dunk? Another easy possession? I mean, how demoralizing can this be for the team? Why am I the only one yelling? I don't see anybody on the bench yelling. I don't see anybody on the court even angry right now.
Here comes the screen. Shot won't go.
Misses happen. Don't put your head down. Let that motivate you in the defensive end. Use it for something positive.
To Horford. Harris. They go down low to Simmons. And they call the foul. Jay, he was there too late.
I can't believe I'm about to say this about an NBA team because this is what I say to my grammar school team. But just because a team is down on the scoreboard doesn't mean you stop playing hard and smart. You really have nothing to lose but really good habits to gain.
First one, count it. Goes 2 for 2. To Porzingis. Short jumper misses. Simmons to Tobias Harris. The Sixers with 4 to shoot. Simmons Deep left corner. Fires the three. It's good. Coach wants to see more from his D.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
Brunson to Seth Curry. Five on the shot clock for the Mavs. To Porzingis. And he's fouled. He's going to the line for two.
Just because a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
First free throw is good. Goes 2 for 2 at the line.
Good shot.
You gotta get up on that. I got ball, I got ball. Pick up. Match up.
Simmons to Horford. And a rim rocker. Joel Embiid.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Here comes the screen. Hardaway to Porzingis. Al Horford rejects it.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
Simmons. Out of bounds off Ben Simmons.
Hey, switch, I got him.
Here comes the screen.
On your left, here he comes.
Seth Curry to Hardaway.
It's a break.
Not that time. Simmons to Embiid. Oh, good defense there as the Mavs take it away.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Tim Hardaway Jr. He's 3 for 7.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
To Horford. Got a piece.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
To right. Here comes the
On
screen.
your right. On your right. Gotta come through.
5 seconds to shoot.
Back door, watch that back door.
Here's a chance from long range. Seth Curry off the mark. Good defense.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Simmons to Tobias Harris. Has a look. Harris's shot won't go. To right. Seth Curry knocked loose. Sixers have it.
I tried to work the clock here, but you have to take care of the ball in this possession.
Big finish at the rim. At this point, if it continues, it just may be good night, Irene.
And ooh, I like that Irene line.
There you go, Jay.
And sometimes as a player on the defensive end, Ed, you need to draw a line in the sand. You have to find a way to change the narrative because right now the constant theme has been too many easy buckets.
Jay, don't deny it. You're an old soul at heart.
Yeah, I still don't know who Irene is, though.
Me neither.
All right.
Here comes the screen. Hardaway to Seth Curry. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Too much contact. And free throws coming.
You got to know your personnel. That's not someone you want to send to the line for a free two.
And hits the first free throw. second and 3, no good. To Embiid. Good look that time, but off the mark. Here comes the screen. Lets it fly from long range. He was all over him. The Sixers are victorious as they cruise to win a game that was never really in doubt. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The 76ers dominated this game from beginning to end. What really stood out for me is how many times they scored on second effort plays. It takes heart to keep up that kind of execution, and these guys were relentless. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored. For the Philadelphia 76ers, the Mavericks seemed to lose their edge as the game got out of hand. My advice for these guys is not to watch any TV tonight, because it's not going to help them forget about this game. Everyone is going to be talking about this one. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Dallas Mavericks.
Game track. Assists.
The Dallas Mavericks struggled to find an open man all game long, and that led to a lot of iso ball and bad looks. Simmons was the one making the playmaking possible, dealing out some great passes.
Player of the game.
Simmons was happy to throw down plenty of dunks, and if the defense happened to be there, he brought them along for the ride. Time now for the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of Ed Cohen and Jay Williams, this is Jalen Rose signing off.